science, right? A lot of people say, oh, well, the unemployment rate is this. But then when you dig into more of the soft science and the subjective parts where you're saying, well, how are people feeling? What are these surveys coming back and saying? What are my friends and family talking about? It feels like there's a massive disconnect. So do you think Kevin Warsh is going to be the Fed chair to say, hey, we need to have a more soft science approach to the Fed rather than just a backward looking kind of robotic machine type Fed?
Yes, absolutely. I'm completely advocate for that, but there's also this idea of not ignoring what's in the hard data. I mean, Fed officials should be talking about the fact that there are more than 7 million unemployed Americans. So why are only 1 in 4 collecting unemployment benefits? What's up with that? That's hard data. And the reason only 1 in 4 are collecting unemployment benefits is because when I was born, unemployment benefits covered 66% of what you needed to just to get by. Today, they cover 33% of what you need just to get by. They don't pay the bills, literally don't pay the bills. That's why you see people holding down multiple jobs. That's why you see the gig economy having exploded. That's why you see 75-year-old Uber drivers who are not getting by. And that's why only 1 in 4 Americans who are reported every month as unemployed, you're only seeing a quarter of them every week when you get continuing claims reported. So things look really good in the hard data. But sometimes you have to stop and say, okay, so we've only got 1.8 million or so continuing jobless claimants, but that's only a quarter of the unemployed. And by the way, it's only 14% of the broader universe of those who would take a job if they could get one. And should we be discussing the labor force participation rate being at some of the lowest levels on record? I mean, this is soft survey data is important. It should never be relegated. But you also have to have an honest discussion about what is in the hard data as well. And there's plenty that the Fed has that they can fall back on. They can say, you know what, those revisions produced by the Bureau of Labor Statistics, they show that there were job losses in the second quarter of 2025 every single month. They show that there were job losses on average in the third quarter of 2025. Sounds like a recession. We don't necessarily have to wait for the National Bureau of Economic Research to declare a recession for us to recognize that if we had an average 6 months of job losses in the middle of 2025, we don't even have the fourth quarter of data, revised data in hand, but kind of a monkey could tell you that you were in recession, but it's all communication. And because the Fed has been so hamstrung by politics and by Trump's constant attacking of Powell, they haven't even been able to have an honest discussion with the public about what's in the hard data. Setting the soft data aside, we're ignoring what's staring us in the face from data out of the Bureau of Labor Statistics.
If what we're discussing today is interesting to you and you want to learn more about where we see gold and silver prices going forward into 2026, check out our free 2026 Gold Outlook report in the description below. It's absolutely free and touches on not only the macro, but the micro inside the gold market today. Get your free copy in the link in the description below.